Hello everyone, Bashar here, and so we did go over a few Diablo videos very late into the season. I'm now going to do something on time actually. So they have announced, uh, Blizzard has announced that they will be changing stuff a lot in Diablo 4, right? Yet again, imagine how bad the game was when it first came out. It was pretty bad, but I like it so far. At this point, I like it, but I'm not, of course, opposed to you know new improvements. So let's take a look at it without keeping the video too long. So maybe I'll go just skim over it and skip a few thingies. So first things first, the itemization is changing in a big way. I quote. Right. Let's take a look at this. So guys, this is referred to as bricking by players by us, right? So you have a beautiful item which you paid like a 2 billion gold for it, and then you tamper it and you just don't get the right things, or you get the right thing but it's on a very low end, and it kind of is not really better than what you had, and you are pretty frustrated. They have finally changed that. So now you are not getting from not getting a random tamper from the bundle. You are going to select it and you are going to get it. So for example, you want to do some eagle tampering on your weapon, and you want to get the primary eagle spiritual bonus, right? You are going to get your primary eagle spiritual bonus, right? There will be no 25% chance over and over. Yeah, the RNG part will be, I'm guessing, the range, but also they are saying that we will be able to restore the tampering charges indefinite, right? When the tampering was first out and about, right? You could do tampers, right? Just 5 times, and you don't get the right thing, you're done, right? That was terrible. Then they added the ancestral items, and every star on the item would allow you to do one additional tampering. So if you have a 3-star item, you would get 8 rerolls. That was also, of course, not enough, right? Because you are trying to hit 2 things out of 1 in 4 recipes. And if you have average luck, you will just get what you want, right? But the problem is that those things have ranges, right? And some of those are super crucial for your builds, right? So you don't want the low end, right? And then they gave us a restore charge thingy, so you would get like 7 times 2 or 8 times 2 if you have a double dual FX, right? And that still was not enough, right? So for example, guys, imagine you do 8, right? You refresh, you are like 4 into it, and you get what you want, but on the lower end. Would you dare reroll, right? I mean, if you are not swimming gold, right, you have to accept that, right? I just had that this very season in season 10, and I was like, okay, I mean, I got what I wanted. I don't want to break the item, right? It's very frustrating. So we are finally over it. I guess it was a sore spot. Yeah, I did talk and talk. So masterworking is going to change. Masterworking is not going to increase your item's FX values. Instead, it improves the quality of an item, which gives the bonus to base damage, armor, and resistance of an item. Oh, so it's going to improve the implicits rather than the explicit modifiers. That's interesting. So, guys, just in case you don't know, I will remind you, masterworking was uh, 12 levels, right? Every non-multiple of 4, which is 1, 2, and 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 9, 10, and 11. Those would amplify the item, whatever the item does, by 5%, except for the unique power or the aspect on it, right? Everything else, right? If you have strength, if you have vitality, life, sorry, not vitality, a different game, strength, life, I don't know, crit chance, crit damage, whatever it is, right? They all get amplified by 5%, right? For every one of these levels, right? Then every multiple of 4, you would get a random 25% improvement on a single affix, right? So 5%, 5%, 5%, everything, 25% something, 555, 25 something, 50, 50, 50, and 25 something. And generally, what you wanted was, the most valuable thingy masterwork twice, right? Thrice, sorry. And that's how we spent so much gold and obdusite on this, because it's RNG. On a legendary you would have 5 modifiers with including tempers, so chances of hitting what you wanted would be 1 in 125, right? That means a lot of obdusite, and while the oblicite cost for the first 4 levels are low, the last 4 levels are pretty devastating. Also, the gold cost, right? So we would repeat the do it over and over. Now the cap is going to get 20. I'm guessing that means it can be masterwork 20 times. You can roll it one last time for a capstone bonus. I guess. Let's read about it. This capstone bonus upgrades a random non-great graphics on your item into a great graphics. Oh, I see. So what if all of them are great graphics? Let's see. You can then choose to reroll the masterwork great graphics without researching your masterwork in quality. This capstone upgrades a non-great graphics into great graphics. Okay. So I have 2 great graphics and 1 regular FX. Right? That regular FX is getting upgraded into great graphics. Okay. Then you can also reroll without resetting your master. Oh, I see. Okay, so the grind seems to be removed, but Diablo is all about grinds. I'm going to yes, there will be rerolling would be costing a lot or something like that. Yeah, and so this is big actually. The number of modifiers on non-unique items, on legendaries and rares, etc. But of course, the main deal is the legendaries. They are going to have 4 modifiers now. This is huge, right? So, for example, guys, on a glove, you could have crit chance, crit damage, attack speed, and dexterity, for example, right? Instead of 3. That's actually pretty big, right? So that is another thing in favor of the non-unique items, right? Yeah. And the thing is, non-unique items already had so much in their favor, right? The old builds this season we are using a lot of chaos armor, but in previous seasons you would have like 1 or 2 most of the time mythic uniques, maybe 1 unique or so, and you would go. The rest would be all legendaries because that aspect imprinting etc. is so powerful. Right now they are going to be even more powerful. We'll see. Maybe they'll do something about the uniques as well. Let's go on. Improve monster behavior. They will be a little bit more dynamic. They say they will see. Deadly enemy lurk. Deadly enemies lurk. Yeah. So they are going to get more intelligent. We'll see. Elite enemies are getting updated. 20 new months. That's very nice. So now we'll have new thingies. Okay. Reduce overlap in their designs and more engaged. That's very nice. I mean, this stuff is pretty nice because the thing is, guys, this is not an expansion, right? It's a free patch. We are all going to receive this at the nice cost of 0, right? So I'm all game. Okay. Defense, healing, and renown. Okay. In order for the better echo as effective. Okay. Okay, our goal is okay. This sounds a lot of patching is going to come, right? I don't think they can get this right away. Armor and resistances will both become rating systems with diminishing returns at higher values. Armor now reduces all damage taken, both physical and non-physical. That's Diablo 3, by the way. That is literal Diablo 3. In Diablo 3, armor reduces all kinds of damage. Physical damage. Oh my god, this is Diablo 3 all around. This is full Diablo 3. If you have physical damage resistance is also Diablo 3 as well. Okay, I mean, it's a working system. Diablo 3 is a very nice game. I like it. But we'll see how it goes. With these changes to armor and resistance, mind armor and resistance penalties per torment tiers have been removed. Okay, so because now they scale, there is no need to penalize. I see. Okay, additional skills and paragon nodes are being reworked. These changes in mind, paragon nodes and skills that provide various forms of damage reduction, multiplicative bonus to armor or roll resistance. Okay, and this because it has a diminishing returns, guys. This time around, it's not additive. It doesn't need to be additive. It just can be multiplicative because the higher you go in damage reduction from armor or resistances, the more you would need to get just that sweet 1%. So yeah, to help you understand the toughness. Okay. Oh my god. Diablo 3. This is full Diablo 3. Armor affecting non-physical damage, physical resistance, and toughness. Yeah. But the thing is, it's also not bad. Right? It's a good thing because in Diablo 4 you just have no idea, right? You just know that you need to cap your resistances and armor. That was that, right? Now that's going to be more understandable, because in Diablo 3, for example, guys, the damage is going to be a little bit different, because there are special bonuses that cannot be factored in, but the toughness is the toughness, right? You can compare every single character's survivability by just taking a look at their toughnesses. But of course, in Diablo 3, of course, there are a lot of in-combat procs which goes up. But once a character is fully procced with the things that proc at all times, you can actually compare how tough one is compared to the other, right? That's going to bring that in Diablo 4 as well. I mean, after so many years, they have gone full Diablo 3. And the thing is, guys, the game was much more different, and it had evolved into Diablo 3 a little bit. Now it's going to evolve in Diablo 3 a little bit more. I guess it is what it is. It's not bad, right? Because the thing is, guys, at least it's not evolving into something weird and, counterintuitive. This is fine, right? Understandable. Potions are significant changes. Okay. If they bring special potions, I'm going to throw a fit, because that's Diablo 3 as well. Base potion capacity has been reduced to 4. Oh, okay. So they used to be 10, right? Instant percentage based heal. There is no stupid flat heal that's on top. Oh, a potion heals us 35% immediately, right? We are back to Diablo 3. Small rejuvenation potion. Oh, in addition to the potions you pick up, you'll also slowly regenerate a potion every 30 seconds. I guess 30 seconds is huge in Diablo 3 or 4, right? In Diablo-like games. That's a rather long cooldown. That's not going to fly. I mean, you can't be kiting people around. Because, for example, you want to upgrade your glyphs. You want to farm the pit in like 1 or 2 minutes, right? 30-second potion regeneration. Ain't nobody got time for that. To compensate, life on has been re-added as a. Oh my. Okay. Minor cooldown, life on hit. Ain't nobody got time for that either. Okay, we'll see. We've also increased the values for life regeneration. Their life regeneration was laughable, right, guys? Imagine you have like, I don't know, like 10,000 HP, and the item has a greater effects on the thing, like 300 life per 5 seconds. Wow, buddy, thank you very much, right? That does a lot. Life on kill, healing percentage, made them more readily available. I mean, the thing is, we are going to get one additional affix on our legendaries, so maybe healing potion upgrades have been removed. Yeah, I mean, this has been all along limping on. Right? This is, I think, a pretty important. This is not huge, but it was so unnecessary. I think it was a good idea to remove that. Fortify redesign. Okay, this was one of the most complicated mechanics I have ever seen in a ARPG game. Yeah, I think changing it is a good idea. To work in tandem with the changes and healing potion fortifies shooting additional reservoir of life that's trained to heal you over time. So we fortify, so we have some sort of additional layer of life, and it's slowly being drained to heal us. Okay. When you now gain fortify, it will stack up your maximum life. When you have fortify under your maximum life, you'll heal a percentage of your maximum life per exchange equivalent of fortify. Okay, yeah. You will be considered fortified as long as you have any amount of fortify. Yeah, that was different, right? In the olden times, we used to be counted as fortified when we had as much fortify as our current life, right? Now that's changing. Okay, specific changes to 2.5 PTR patch notes. By the way, 2.5 PTR is up, so it will be coming in about a month, maybe December, maybe I couldn't find the word. The Christmas time, yeah. Come Christmas, maybe we'll have the new season, maybe. Okay, introducing season rank. The season journey is shifting on a challenging season rank. Each tier now completes challenge, usually capstone dungeons. Capstone dungeons are coming back. I like that, right? I mean, I didn't like the idea of unlocking the difficulties just with pits, right? Doesn't have a lot of variance. I like the capstone dungeons returning. Yeah, these can be attempted before. Okay, renown changes. Your renown will now only stand permanent in the eternal realm, which means we will have to grind the renown every single season. I'm hoping this does not provide many benefits, because they tried that and it was terrible. Right? I think it's season 2 or something. I was not playing back then. My computer was not able to handle Diablo at the time. I think I returned something like season 4 or something. Portion capacity affects the eternal realm as well. Okay. Within the seasonal realm, you can still season rank system. Okay. Additional challenges, season rank. Okay. Additional paragon points. A season rank. Okay. Season rank is something that's tied to seasonal journey. So the seasonal journey now awards paragon points. That's pretty nice, right? It gives us, I mean, I love the seasonal journey and I always do it, but it gives more motivation to the guy that doesn't feel like it. Maybe Authors of Lilith and Tenets of Agrat will grant some experience and minor rewards rather than permanent stats at power. Yeah, that was a grind. I had to do it in hardcore and softcore separately. Yeah, that's also pretty nice, I think. I mean, removing that. Capstone Dungeons return. So, in case you don't know, guys, if you are new to Diablo, there is a chance that you might not know this. The difficulty unlocking was done via Capstone Dungeons. So this Torment Shenanigans was not around, and we had World Tier 2 and 3, I think. And in order to do that, we had to do some dungeon in Kuyavashad at level 50 or so, and then another dungeon that had the shade of, what was the annoying mage guy, Elias, as the last boss that would unlock the world tiers. Right? Now it's purely based on pit, and now we are going to have multiple capstone dungeons again. It looks like we are going to have 5 of them. So Torrid Manager level 30, difficulty normal. So we do normal and we unlock expert. So they have removed the other difficulties in between because we had normal, hard, expert, master, and then we had the tournament difficulties, I think. Or maybe they still exist, but they just don't have capstone dungeons. So as far as I understand it, at level 30 or thereabouts, we go to the Torrid Menagerie, we complete it, then that unlocks expert for us. At level 50, we do this one, right? We don't have to be level 50. And they do not scale with difficulty. So guys, for example, if you are level 40, when you go to Hellish Descent, you might have a hard time because the enemies will have much higher stats than you would. Then that's going to unlock Torment for us, I'm guessing, and then we have 3 difficulties, 3 more capstone dungeons for Torment difficulties, and Sins of the Many will unlock Torment 4. Yeah, this will also unlock a lot of services being sold, right? For gold, obviously. So, you help the guy and get it. But of course, the question is, can you just, for example, I start with a level 1 character, I have a friend, and when I enter Torment 4 right away, right? I don't know what I would be doing there, but, can my friend invite me and do Sins of the Many for me so I can unlock Torment 4 immediately? I mean, they didn't say anything. Could be, I think. Okay. The tower and leaderboards. Leaderboards returning, eh? There was a terrible achievement I had to do before the expansion hit. Appear in a leaderboard. So these are returning. That's why they didn't remove those achievements to the legacy mode, eh? Okay, ascend the tower. We have a thingy called the tower. A new challenge arrives. Most battle on the sanctuary. Okay, the tower is a multi-stage time dungeon. While the pit descends you to the greatest depths to galvanize your strength, the tower rises in challenge to match you. So the pit descends and the tower rises. That's the difference? I'm guessing, yeah. They are going to up. Okay. So the first one will be just a kind of a skeleton crew tower, right? They are introducing mechanic, but I don't think it will be very complicated. We'll see. I'm quite open. Oh, again, it's going to be in Kerrigar. Why is everything in Kerrigar? You can run the tower on any difficulty level unlocked for the pit. 10 minutes to finish the entire thing. Pit has 15, this has 10, okay. Collecting orbs, okay. Okay, random tower boss. Okay, so that is pretty similar to the pit. I want to see what this evolves into because right now this is pretty similar to the pit. Why, right? I'm guessing there will be something. With the out of the tower, the leaderboards have returned. Okay. Okay, so this is the classic, each class solo, then a group of two, group of three, and group of four. So it doesn't really matter if you party up Spiritborn Druid or Spiritborn Necromancer or Sorcerer Rogue, whatever it is, just party of two is the whole category. Okay. Rank, okay. Changes to the welcome bar. Back booster. New accounts will not be granted. Okay. Osmodan is coming. It's a famous Diablo 3 boss. Okay, nice. Okay, we are getting some more new bosses, eh? Lord of Sinners is making Diabolical Return with Season 11. Permanent World Boss, nice. Not only a seasonal mechanic, but it's a permanent thing. Okay, that's pretty nice. They haven't given a time frame for the season to hit, but the PTR is up since a few weeks ago. I'm guessing, yeah, should be here before New Year. So that's about it, guys. I'm looking forward to this. We'll see how it goes, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.